Well, many of you may have heard or been warned by a fellow gym member that certain exercises like squats and sit-ups or even a low-carb diet are bad. Well, with us this morning to let us in on some good fitness advice that's been given a bad rap is our fitness expert, Wes Cole. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, some things do get a bad rap for a bad reason.
And some of it still is actually pretty good. It's kind of withstood the test of time. We're going to go over it today.
All right, the first one is squats.
I don't know where people got kind of a bad taste in their mouth for squats. I think a lot of people picture someone, a big power lifter, doing 400-pound squats, and that really kind of gives a kind of an unfair look at this exercise. A good squat routine can be scaled down to work an Olympic athlete to a 90-year-old woman. The thing about it is, it's just about every major health organization believes that not only squats are important to include in your exercise program, but they're a basic function. If you can't squat, you can't get up, off the chair, you can't go to the bathroom, you can't bend over and pick something up, so you need to find a way to include it. Here's a couple techniques if you have bad knees or a bad back. One, Beth coming out here, I do this a lot for my senior citizens. It's basically a variation of a box squat. And basically, it's a chair squat. When you sit down, and Beth, when you sit down all the way, you de-emphasize your quadriceps right here. And it takes pressure off the patellar tendon, off the knee, and then you come back up. And as you can see, this is a pretty basic exercise, and it's actually, it seems simple right now, but as we get older, a lot of my clients, they have a real hard time doing this without pushing off with their arms. Make sure you do this, especially if you're getting a little bit older, if your knees hurt. I guarantee it'd make a big difference. Thank you, Beth. And last but not least, if you have a bad back, there's always machines. You don't have to do squats. You can do leg extensions. Definitely better than nothing. And, of course, lunges and squats, they take a big load off your back, but you got to find some way around finding some way to do some type of squat motion, because I think it's so important. Okay, and the next one, you have low back exercises. Well, low back exercises, too. A lot of people, they really try to, they de-emphasize the low back. We have a bunch of ab gizmos that they're purposely designed to take all the pressure off the back. But the problem is, if your back is very weak, you probably need to address the issue. And this is a great exercise. Kyle coming out here, it's called the Good Morning. And this is an exercise I do for a lot of my clients that are coming from back problems. And as you can see, this really works the entire posterior chain right along right here. 3 or 4 sets of maybe 12 to 15 reps. I guarantee it'll work. But like I said, if you have a low back problems, you need to address the issue. I mean, if it's something serious, you need to talk to a doctor. But even a good physical therapist will tell you that you still have to work it to keep in shape, because your muscles on your back, they're no different than the muscles in your arm. You still have to keep them in shape. Thank you, Kyle. Okay, and the next thing that's gotten a bad rap is the low-carb diet. Well, right now, a lot of people are bashing low-carb diets. I hear because, it's kind of out of style. And calorie counting, and I'm a big advocate for calorie counting. I think it still is king. But Dr. Atkins, when he originally popularized, low-carb diets, he was actually kind of right. Most Americans, they eat too many carbohydrates, especially in the form of the bad kind. The refined, the pastas, the white pastas, the breads and stuff. So, make sure that you really watch your carbohydrate consumption. And if you're going to eat your carbohydrates, stick to the whole grains, the fruits and vegetables. And right now, I'm seeing a lot of portion control, refined carbohydrates. And I don't care, even if they're lower calories, they're really still not that good for you. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, excluding a lot of the refined carbohydrates will do nothing but make you healthier. All right, good advice. Real quickly, we have one question to answer from one of our viewers. This question comes from Justin. Can children lift weights? I've heard so many different opinions. I don't know what to believe. Well, it's very interesting that he brought this question up. I just recently saw a study that was done earlier this year. It was a combined study by the National Strength and Conditioning Association, as long as the American College of Sports Medicine, and they said that it's safe for children to get on a proper resistance training program as early as 6 years old. Wow. Now, what they mean by proper, they mean by, of course, push-ups, sit-ups, long jump squats. Of course, you don't need to be maxing the weights. Even light resistance bands, they probably didn't use dumbbells because of the maturity level. They didn't want kids throwing them at their toes. But it's okay. The stress that these kids occur on the playing field is probably equal to the amount that it would be, as long as they're doing it properly. They're probably responding to this because of the obesity epidemic with children. Children don't need any more of an excuse not to do a PE class or anything. So, make sure you're smart about it, but kids shouldn't have any problem not to drop down and do some push-ups. All right. Thank you, Wes. If you have a question that you would like Wes to answer, just go to the Weekend Morning section of our website, kjrh.com, and click on the Habitual Health link.